Namaste and Jai Somnath. Welcome to the BAPS Akshardham Spotlight. I'm your host, Seena Patel, and today we will commence our weekly feature dedicated to the Festival of Inspirations, organized during the Akshardham Mahotsav here at BAPS Swaminarayan Akshardham in Robbinsville, New Jersey. In today's Spotlight, we will be exploring the inspirational program highlights, to volunteer stories, to fun kids news. So let's get started with this week's Spotlight. In our first segment, we will go in depth and explore another part of the dynamic Akshardham campus. Our journey leads us to a special corner of the campus that entices not just the spirit, but also the senses, the Shayona Cafe. The cultural experience of Akshardham is also a journey of authentic Indian flavors. So join us at the Shayona Cafe as we embark on a culinary voyage.
Across cultures and religions, food has served as a medium to connect with the divine, foster communities, and cultivate mindfulness. Food, a universal language that transcends borders and beliefs, has woven itself into the very fabric of human culture and spirituality. We invite you to embark on a captivating journey, one that unites culinary mastery with spiritual enrichment. Welcome to the enchanting realm of Shayona Cafe, where the art of cooking converges with the nourishment of the spirit. Step into the world where food transcends mere sustenance. It becomes an art form, a philosophy, a path to our inner selves. Within our meticulously curated menu lies a harmonious blend of vegetarian Indian and Western cuisines, designed to tantalize your taste buds while echoing the essence of ahimsa, the principle of non-violence. In our kitchen, culinary artistry dances hand in hand with spiritual principles to nourish the mind, body, and soul. Each creation is an offering of devotion, prepared with the profound appreciation of the ingredients and the deep reverence for those who partake. This is more than food. This is an offering for your holistic well-being. But the journey of your meal doesn't begin at the table. It commences with a sacred ritual. Every dish is an offering to the divine, transforming it into prasad, a blessed nourishment that feeds not just your physical form, but your spiritual essence as well. As you savor these creations in our skylit courtyard, envision a serene haven beneath a canopy of light. A majestic tree stands at the center, its branches reaching out like a guardian of traditions, casting a gentle shade over your experience. Gaze upon our wall adorned with a vibrant tapestry of spices, a vivid tribute to the heart of India's culinary soul. Let your senses wander among the hues and aromas, a fragrant reminder of the rich history that infuses each dish. And as you enjoy your meal, cast your eyes upon the traditional carriage, brimming with grains that have nourished generations. This humble symbol resonates with the essence of sustenance, reminding us of the enduring ties between nature, culture, and nourishment. Amidst this captivating ambiance, you'll encounter a wall adorned with a profound message that resonates with the spirit of Shayona Cafe. In the joy of others, it begins, reminding us of the beauty that lies in sharing, in the act of giving, and in the simple delight of creating moments that transcend the ordinary. So come and join us at the Shayona Cafe, where the fusion of flavors and faith coalesce into a journey for your senses and spirit. Whether you're here to explore a variety of tastes, to embrace the richness of diverse cuisines, or simply to take a moment to nourish your very soul, Shayona Cafe extends its warm embrace to you.
Now we'll venture into the vibrant world of the Festival of Inspirations programs. From colorful performances, inspirational speeches, and engaging skits, each event is a celebration of life and creativity. Join me in exploring this week's highlights and immerse yourself into a blend of tradition and inspiration.
આપણી ખબર વગર પણ આપણી ટેક કેર કરે બાપાને કેમ ભૂલાય? ગુરુજી નહીં ભૂલું તમને.
આટલી બધી આત્મીયતા, લાગણી અને સ્વજનપણું એ સ્વામીશ્રીના જીવનમાં નાના મોટા તમામ માટે આપણે પોતાના કુટુંબી જ હોય ને એવો અનુભવ આપણને પડે પડે થાય. આવા સ્વામીશ્રી આપણા જીવનમાંથી આપણે કેવી રીતે ભૂલી શકીએ?
એ ભૂલાય એવું નથી. ગુરુજી, નહીં ભૂલીએ તમને.
અક્ષરધામને વંદન. સ્વામિનારાયણ વાસખંડમ, સ્વામિનારાયણ વાસખંડમ. સંકલ્પ કરતાને અભિવંદન, પ્રમુખ સ્વામી મહારાજને વંદન. પૂરણ કરતાને અભિવંદન, મહંત સ્વામી મહારાજને.
I've experienced a particular incident in my life where I've come to realize that Pramukh Swami Maharaj always educated. He always had a presence of mind. And lastly, his noble sentiments. The occasion that I'd like to share with you this evening is about his meeting with John Paul II, Pope John Paul II, at the Vatican City in the year 1984. Prior to going to the Vatican City, we were at the London Mandir in Neasden. Pramukh Swami Maharaj asked me that, have you thought as to what you are going to say and what conversation you are going to have with the Pope? I was a novice at that time and totally unaware of the fact that I should prepare myself. So I told Swamiji that I have not thought of anything particular. Then Swami said that you think about it and I will also think about it. Then when we reached the Vatican, the day we met the Pope, in the beginning, Pramukh Swami Maharaj, he honored the Pope by putting a shawl around him. Then he told me that you introduce Hari Krishna Maharaj to the Pope. And thereafter, there were an array of gifts that Pramukh Swami Maharaj presented to John Paul II. One of the gifts was a silver embossed murti of Akshar Purushottam Maharaj. And Swami looked at me, told me to explain. I explained about Bhagwan Swaminarayan. And I said that he is our Lord, which Pramukh Swami Maharaj said to the Pope was that our meeting this afternoon will reflect very well upon the audience and the followers of both religions in the world. Our meeting today will convey sentiments of friendship, respect, and love. So the two followers of the two faiths, they will come closer together. These were the sentiments that Pramukh Swami Maharaj had conveyed to John Paul II. This incident particularly impresses me because it shows us how we should do our duty and our daily task. The first thing is any duty, any task, whether it is religious, whether it is worldly, one has to think, one has to prepare. Secondly, presence of mind is also very important. And lastly, having noble sentiments. So this incident has particularly played a very major role and helped me in whatever that I do. I must prepare myself, think about it, have presence of mind, and nourish noble sentiments for all people.
ભારતીય સંસ્કૃતિનું નજરાણું, શાંતિ સુખનું છે સરનામું. હો ધર્મ સનાતનનું આલાણું, અમેરિકાના ભાગ્ય વખાણું.
ઉત્સવોમાં જ્યાં સુધી પોતે એક્ટિવ રહ્યા છે, ઊંડા ઉતરે, માર્ગદર્શન આપે અને કાયમ માટે મોટિવેટ કરે. તમે ગમે તે ભૂલ કરી હોય તો સારી રીતે આપણા મનમાં ગભરામણ હોય કે નવું કંઈ કાઢશે, આમ કરશે, પણ કોઈ દિવસ નહીં. જે કામ કરતા હોય એને મોટિવેટ કરે અને આપણાને કાયમ બાપાનું બળ રહે અને આપણને ભાન કરાવે. પુરુષાર્થ કરવાનો છે, પણ કરતા કરતા તો ભગવાન જ છે.
પરમ પૂજ્ય પ્રમુખ સ્વામી મહારાજમાં આવા તમામ લક્ષણોનો અનુભવ લાખો લોકોએ કર્યો છે. પ્રમુખ સ્વામી મહારાજ ક્યારેય પોતાના મુખેથી પોતાની વાત બોલવા ગયા નથી. એમણે ક્યારેય કોઈને કહ્યું નથી હુ એમ આય, મારામાં આ ક્વોલિટીઝ કે આ ગુણો છે, એવું ક્યારે એમને કોઈને કહ્યું નથી. પણ સેજે સેજે એમની નજીક આવનાર, એમના સંપર્કમાં આવનાર કોઈ પણ વ્યક્તિને એનો અનુભવ સહેજે થાય છે. ગુલાબ કે મોગરાના સુગંધને કોઈ પરિચય આપવાનો હોતો નથી. કોઈ પણ વ્યક્તિ એની પાસે તમે ગુલાબ લઈ જાઓ કે મોગરો લઈ જાઓ, કદાચ એની આંખો બંધ હોય તો પણ એની ફ્રેગ્રન્સ, એની સુગંધ એ માણસને અનુભવાયા સિવાય રહે જ નહીં. એક્ઝેક્ટલી પ્રમુખ સ્વામી મહારાજનું વ્યક્તિત્વ એવું હતું કે એમના વિશે એક વાક્ય બોલવાની જરૂર ન પડે, એમના વિશે એક મહિમાની વાત કહેવાની જરૂર ન પડે, પણ છતાં વ્યક્તિને કોઈ પણ એમની પાસે આવે એને પ્રમુખ સ્વામી મહારાજની આધ્યાત્મિકતાની સુવાસ સ્પર્શી જતી હતી.
હે પ્રમુખજી નહીં ભૂલું તમને, હે ગુરુજી નહીં ભૂલું તમને, અમર દય મંદિર રાજતા, અમર દય મંદિર રાજતા, અમર દય મંદિર રાજતા, અમર દય મંદિર રાજતા, હે ગુરુજી નહીં ભૂલો તમને.
પ્રમુખ સાંઈ મહારાજ એટલા છુપા રહ્યા. આમ તો બધાની નજરે તરવરે છે, પણ છતાંય છુપા રહ્યા. જ્ઞાનની દૃષ્ટિએ નહીં, પણ એમનું અસ્તિત્વ સંતો, હરિભક્તો બધા માટે ઓગાળી નાખ્યું છે. એમને જે પ્રતિજ્ઞા લીધી હતી કે શાસ્ત્રી મહારાજ આગળ પ્રતિજ્ઞા, એ પ્રતિજ્ઞાથી અનેક ઘણું બધું પાર પાડ્યું છે.
હે પ્રમુખજી નહીં ભૂલું તમને, હે ગુરુજી નહીં ભૂલું તમને, અમર દય મંદિર રાજતા, અમર દય મંદિર રાજતા, અમર દય મંદિર રાજતા, અમર દય મંદિર રાજતા, હે ગુરુજી નહીં ભૂલો તમને.
Everything you've witnessed would not have been possible without our devoted volunteers. In our segment, Voices of the Volunteers, we shine a light on these dedicated individuals. Their unwavering commitment and spirit of selfless service ensures that every guest is nourished from dawn till dusk. Join us as we step into the shoes of our kitchen volunteers.
So right now we are making rotis. For tonight's dinner is about 7,000 rotis that we are preparing for tonight. Come on, follow me. I will show you how the rotis are made. This is the first step where we make the dough, where we add flour, milk, water, salt, and oil. Add some oil now to the dough. Once the dough is ready, the volunteers behind me are making into the smaller pieces to make the rotis. When the balls are done for the dough, we bring it here and we make it into the flat rotis. By the way, this does require a lot of practice to get it round, just like this. So currently we have about 60 to 70 volunteers. It depends on each day how many quantities of rotli, bhakri or paratha needs to be done. So usually, typically they come around like 8 o'clock. All these volunteers, they have breakfast and they start around 8:30 and then it goes on, until like 1, 2 o'clock, I believe. Some days are longer, but average is about 1 or 2 o'clock, they're done. And then of course they have lunch here as well and snacks in between. They get like peace for serving, right? Serving all the devotees and volunteers that comes to this festival. And even though they are not in the festival ground, they all feel so peace within it by serving each one of them. In satisfaction that I feel satisfied doing this seva and just serving the community and volunteers. As I said before, that this is very unique opportunity for me to serve thousands of people. And whenever I will get this opportunity to serve this many people and community at the same time. Once the rotlis are rolled out into flattened, we come to here in this machines, and each rotlis is done approximately 30 seconds. And on busiest day, we were able to manage to make about 18,000 rotlis. So once the rotlis are done, we bring it here to cool down. Each rotli needs to be cooled down approximately 30 seconds. Once it cools down, we bring it here to put the ghee on each rotli. And then once the ghee is done, we wrap it into the pack of 25. The two reasons that I come here to do seva or to do volunteer work is to please my Guru Swami Maharaj and also pass on these important values to my daughter. So when I was a child, right, my mother always did seva and did a local volunteer work, and we were asking her questions. Okay, where are you going, Mama? And she always said doing volunteer work or doing seva at mandir and things like that. So now she passed on that important values to me, and I want to pass on that also those very important values to my daughter. That she sees me doing sevas and doing volunteers work and passing on things to community, and hopefully when she grows up and when she has a kids, she can also teach the same values and lessons to their. And I'm doing this volunteer work is making me myself pure and making me happier that I am giving something back to the community. When you are actually giving, like for example, when you give a gift to someone and seeing that smile on someone's face, you feel that peace and joy within yourself. So same thing right now I'm feeling right now by serving so many devotees, serving food or any other facilities that we are offering currently, and just seeing everyone's face and seeing their smile on their face and feeling satisfaction, and also the experience that they're taking from this festival of inspiration. So I think this is all, it's not only one thing, it's many things put together. That's the reason I'm doing this seva. First of all, anytime when you are serving a food, you want people to be happy, feel fulfilled. Okay, once you have the right meals and you feel satisfied, I think that's what each volunteers want. That we don't want to send anyone that comes here, without any food, like without any prasad, I should say. So we want to feed each one of us as much as you can feed yourself. We want to give that person that meal and the experience. Once we put the ghee on the rotli, we bring it here. And we pack them in stack of 25. And once it's packed, we put it in the container, and each container fits about 1,400 rotlis. This is the final step to the rotlis. We are loading these rotlis to the truck. and this is heading off to Robbinsville, New Jersey, where the festival Inspiration is happening.
Now, let's turn the spotlight to our spirited junior host for this week's Kids BAPS Newscast. Guiding us with their fresh perspective, these young adventurers craft a tale bursting with wonder and excitement. Let's give the stage to our junior reporters. Take it away, young friends.
Hello friends, I'm Asha Patel and welcome to the weekly BAPS Kids Newscast. A lot has happened over the last week at the Festival of Inspirations. Kids from all across North America came to be a part of the Akshardham Mahotsav. We saw kids visit Akshardham campus for the very first time. We saw kids speak and dance on the talent stage. We saw kids take part in a special yagna just for them. We saw lots of smiles, laughs, and memories created. Here at Akshardham, there are a ton of cool things to see and do on campus. One of the most fun things to see during the Festival of Inspirations is the Akshardham Inspires tour. Our newscast reporter, Avibhai, will now share his experience on the tour. Over to you, Avibhai.
Hi, my name is Avi, and welcome to the BAPS Kids Newscast. The Tappo Murti is right behind me, and me and my dad are gonna do a challenge for who can do Tap the longest. I win! Can I ask you a question? No. Do you remember how tall the Tappo Murti was?
Yeah, I think it was 49 feet tall.
Good job, you get a golden star.
Giving tours is awesome because you can give the inside of actual Akshardham and teach everyone what the true meaning behind it is.
No fair! Can we move to that one?
Why?
Because I like red better than blue. No drinks and no camera. You can't come in here. Akshardham is right behind me. Doesn't it look amazing? My favorite part was seeing Akshardham in the binoculars. Look at the wall behind me. Everybody wrote a thank you note to Mahotsav Maharaj, so I'm going to do it too. So you have to get one of these, and then you see this clay on here? Yeah. Your job is to scrape all of it off. Yeah. And then you have to make it as clear as you can.
What do I do with this?
Then you wipe it on the table. If it's dry, then you can just knock on it. Thanks for watching the BAPS Kids Newscast. Bye!
Thank you so much, Avibhai, for that experience. Now, wasn't that awesome? For our next part, we will answer your questions. Why do Hindus say namaste? Here's why.
Have you ever wondered why Hindus say namaste or touch each other's feet? Namaste is a Sanskrit word composed of two parts, nama, which is to bow, and te, which means you. Essentially, we're saying, I bow to you. When we bring our palms together, or even touch the feet of another, we are honoring and recognizing their divinity. It's like saying, the divine in me honors and is ready to serve the divine in you. Saying namaste isn't done just to our elders, but it's meant for everyone that we interact with. This beautiful tradition reminds us to treat each other with kindness and reverence. I hope this helps you the next time you visit a mandir.
That is it for me today. Thanks again for watching this week's BAPS Kids Newscast. See you next time. Bye and namaste.
What fun, seeing the world through the eyes of our young friends. In the next segment, Voices of the Attendee, we spotlight the personal experiences and tales from our visitors. Every account highlights the profound influence of BAPS Akshardham's cultural treasures. Now, let's delve into these captivating stories.
A lot of stuff is happening throughout the whole Festival of Inspiration. One of the key things that I'm partaking in is the whole celebration of this Maha Mandir, this whole Akshardham. And there's so much going on, a lot of inspiring stories, a lot of inspiring people, and just a lot of stories from their lives that help me understand how I can connect to Hinduism. So one of the coolest things that I found from this program was the emotions that every individual felt when they went and connected with Pramukh Swami Maharaj. Pramukh Swami Maharaj has done so much for his devotees, for his santos, and for everyone that came into his contact. And the feeling of hearing those prasangs has inspired me.
Well, Pramukh Swami Maharaj has always been a guiding force. He's always been able to be there for my family, to respond to our concerns via letters. And so it was really important for us to take this evening to celebrate his life, his legacy, and his message and teachings.
Something I'm inspired to change is just how I prioritize things in life, because I learned the hectic schedule that may come from this and running around, but just learning from all these volunteers as well that you can dedicate your life to your faith and religion, and also to your daily lives in school and just as your careers as well.
One thing I'm inspired by Pramukh Swami Maharaj, my guru, is that the way he was able to live his life and the way that he helped out every individual that came across him. And one thing that I took away from this whole Festival of Inspiration is that I can also do the same to the people that come to me.
I think I'm really inspired to be more proud of my culture and identity as a Hindu. I already was, but I think that being here, celebrating the Festival of Inspirations, and soon we'll be inaugurating the Akshardham here in Robbinsville, New Jersey. So I think it's really important for me to share more pride about my culture, my identity, what I've learned here through the rituals, through the messages, through the seminars. I think it's just really important for me to take home with me.
I believe that everyone should come to the Festival of Inspirations. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to be on Akshardham while Mahant Swami is here. And the way you feel, you're at peace, feel harmony, and it's something that everyone should experience in their life.
The fact that moved me the most was the disciples, who selflessly given up everything to be a part of this beautiful journey, to be a part of a sump, as we say, or a group that is selflessly working towards the upliftment of society, helping each other. Unreal. I think that is what has moved me the most. So I think I'm taking a lot away from here rather than wanting to tell them, I think they should continue this, on this journey. Some of them will move on from here, but come back probably a week, probably once a month, once a quarter, once a year, and try and give back. This is about giving, a line that I always believed in: from what you get, you make a living. But from what you from what you give, you can make a life. And I think this is what it's all about. Just about one of the most beautiful feelings.
It was incredible. The amount of intricate carving that I saw in the temple was truly amazing. A lot of dedication of the volunteers, lots of devotees everywhere. Truly quite a spectacular, I think, monument to Indian culture and religion.
I think this is brilliant. As my only message to youth is, you've got to, keep holding on to our culture. There is nothing bigger than, or a richer culture than Indian culture is, and it teaches you a lot of things. So you've got to come here and understand how peaceful it is and what can you give it to world. So that's the reason why you should come here, or you should go to anything or whatever you are believing in, but you should hold on to your culture.
Culturally. People outside of India, Indians outside of India, follow more than what we do and more traditionally. But this is another level altogether. It's just binding everybody so closely tells the Western world about our culture. And I won't be surprised that if you have half of Jersey or New York coming here to find peace, to find probably themselves very, very soon, because this is mesmerizing. The craftsmanship, the effort, the people, the people. I think that's what this is all about. It's about bringing people together, and I think you guys have done an unbelievable job.
Yeah, we saw this multimedia presentation about what that eventual temple is going to be, and I think it's going to be quite amazing just based on the videos that we saw. So I was actually quite intrigued. I really wanted to go in and see that amazing work.
And every story is so beautiful. And when I listen to the story, I feel I was meditating every time I spoke to someone. Because the idea was to cut everything away and listen to their story and see what is the takeaway that I get from here. I wasn't listening to them to answer or say something to them, but I was listening to understand them and what did they gain from here. And each one seems to have gained so much. It's unbelievable.
I think it's worth a trip from, regardless of where you are, to come experience some of the spirituality that you can find here.
In our upcoming segment, BAPS in the Community, we spotlight the transformative community efforts led by BAPS and its dedicated volunteers. Let's take a look at the inspiring work they've been doing. As we approach the finale of this week's BAPS Akshardham Spotlight, let's focus our minds, silence the external world, and look inward as we transition into this week's motivational moment, spoken by Pujya Nanvasal Das Swami.
As we have one color around us, we don't look at it. But when the 7 colors, they come together in sky, we look at it because there is beauty, there is shine. In the same way, life should have all the colors. Not just professionalism. We are good professionals. We want to be smart and dignified professionals. But at the same time, I personally believe, and I think most of you would believe, that we are first human beings and then professionals. So our personal life, our family life, our social life do come along with us at the same time of professional life. So we should have a wonderful balance of life. This is a 70 or 80-year game, that is human life. So we preach a formula, and that is 8 plus 8 plus 8. This is very practical. Of the 24 hours that you have in a day, you should well distribute it into 8 plus 8 plus 8 system. First 8 hours is your honest, ethical hard work in whichever profession you are. Second 8 hours is a good sleep or rest. And third 8 hours are very important. In the third 8 hours, we preach 3F, 3H, and 3S. 3F is family, friends, faith. 3H is health, hygiene, hobby. And 3S is your soul, service, and smile. If you can well distribute your 24 hours into this 8 plus 8 plus 8 system, it is a life well lived. It is a perfect work-life balance. So that balance is very important. If you can live it well, you stand a good chance to win your life. If you can't live it well, you probably stand a good chance to lose your life. That is, you may have certain regrets at the end of your life. We have seen best of professionals. We have seen best of family business owners who have a wonderful work-life balance. You talk of Warren Buffett. You talk of Kumar Mangalam Birla. You talk of Steve Jobs. You talk of Sachin Tendulkar. They are all, in their own fields, well respected, performed very well throughout their life, and still had a wonderful work-life balance. They are equally well known in the society as family persons and as hardcore professionals or family business owners. We saw this in the life of Pramukh Swami Maharaj as well. Being the administrative head and the spiritual guru of the BAPS Swaminarayan Akshardham, which is a worldwide organization and with a permanent seat in the United Nations as an NGO. He had a wonderful work-life balance. You'd be surprised to know that in a span of 45 years, from his age of 51 to 95, he created 1,300 institutions of social service. That is hospitals, hostels, schools, colleges, community centers, sanskar kendras, Hari Mandirs, Mandirs and Akshardham. But at the same time, for 1,100 saints that we are, for more than 80,000 volunteers that we have, for more than millions of devotees, followers of BAPS, he found time for each and everybody. So from such personalities that I talked of, the full range, we learn a wonderful work-life balance. Spirituality added to it gives a touch, gives a shine, and gives an extraordinary element to it. So it is well suggested. I pray for you. Thank you.
And there you have it. We've reached the end of our inspirational journey for this week. It's my hope that the wisdom imparted, the narratives explored, and the voices heard will inspire you for this week and for years to come. We look forward to welcoming you back to the BAPS Akshardham Spotlight soon. Namaste and Jai Swaminarayan.
From our first breath to our last, we busy ourselves with all kinds of endeavors. As our journey of life unfolds, do we emerge as its hero or a spectator watching it fly by? What is the measure of a fulfilling existence? Wealth, talent, education, fame, power. All these have their place. but they alone do not capture life's essence. What truly defines our worth? Virtues. It is the virtues we imbibe that will write our legacy. Behold, Swaminarayan Akshardham, an inspirer of such virtues. Within its hallowed grounds, witness a celebration of virtues. A celebration of inspiration.